This is the first time you've been in the podcast studio, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, I came in and peeked at it like as it was in the process, but I haven't seen it done. It looks so good.
You haven't taped in here yet, so welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be back.
You know what's so funny is, so I just got back from Laguna. I filmed the Laguna Beach reunion, which was awesome. So between that and now you being here, I just feel like the world is healing.
I know, the world is healing.
Like you're back on the pod. Lauren and I are friends.
I wish we could just go so deep into that, but that needs a whole podcast, Laguna experience.
I know, and I don't even know what I'm allowed to say or not say, so we'll have to just.
But overall, it was very positive.
It was such a great time.
Cathartic, even.
It really. I'm not trying to be cheesy, but like it really was healing in a lot of ways. It was very therapeutic, and I think it's funny because if I'm being completely honest, I didn't actually want to do it.
You did not want to do it.
No, I did not want to do it.
We talked about it so much before. You did not want to do it.
I didn't want to do it. And I'm really, really happy that I did. It was such a great experience. Yeah. And just a nice way, I think, to end the whole like Laguna Beach of it all.
It wouldn't have happened if you didn't do it. Imagine.
You're sweet. It was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, they were going to do it.
Oh, they would get like a body double?
Yeah.
Your clone.
They were going to have you fill in. You would actually kill it.
Oh my God, I could. I would know all your mannerisms.
You would crush all the lines.
But I would be like 2006 Kristin. I would come in like
ratchet,
sassy as fuck, extension showing.
Yeah. Like 15 pounds heavier. But that's gonna come out in the spring, I think April, but TBD on that. I'll keep everyone posted. But so
such a comfortable couch, by the way.
I love that for you,
Kristin. This is like very, like a lot of times you do podcasts and you're so like stiff and rigid. Like I'm so comfortable, bro.
I love that.
I'm gonna hang out. You should get a TV in here. I'll just come over and have like movie nights on my own.
You should try this chair too because this one's also nice.
Also, by the way, I wish that you could just do show off of this house. It's so special.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well,
show off the house.
Yeah, like I wish you could do like a tour. They did cribs here.
I know,
bro. They did cribs at your last house.
I know.
You guys, this house is so magical. Oh. We're in the guest house. They're building the pool house. The pool is fantastic.
I mean, right now though, the yard is basically just like a big mud pit because
an expensive mud pit.
Yeah, actually.
When I look around, I'm just like, money. I know how much things cost when you do like a little remodel. It's insane.
Landscaping will get you. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? How much is it? But I want to show you before you leave. I want to take you in the back because they've started planting back there and it looks so pretty already.
You have to pay for all those trees and everything.
Yeah.
And you guys, she owns like half of Tennessee. This property's so weird. It really is.
Oh my God. No, it's a big piece of property. We love it. I love it here. I'm very thankful. But okay, that's not what we're here to talk about.
Neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there, Justin. Actually, I want you to buy some of my land and build a house.
I know, we talked about that. We have like it would just be my absolute dream to like live in your butthole, basically. I want to be around you at all times. But we talked about it at one point because I wanted to move further out here.
Yeah.
That's my biggest kick me is that when we bought our house here, they convinced me to live closer to downtown. Mm-hmm. And it's so stupid that we did that because I never go downtown.
I know.
Everything I do, I head out this way. So I wish I did out here. So at one point we were like, oh, I'll buy a little piece of property on your property. I mean, we could still do it.
You could. Yeah. You could be on the other end of the property. I would never even know you were there.
I was thinking today too, as I was driving here, because just every time I see you, I get excited like a little kid, But I was thinking about that if we did live together. And I was like, I'm very much, I like my privacy and stuff, but you are the kind of person, I'm not just saying this, obviously, like you and I are so good. Like we know our balance,
Totally.
Like when we hang out, we can be quiet together. We can gab nonstop. Then we can like leave each other alone. We'd actually be the friends that could live on the same property. I'd maybe not see you for a few days.
It's so true. That's why we're so good at traveling together because we're always in the same energy and we just gel.
I mean, that's what makes a really good friend, especially as you get older. You have to understand.
So
Friendships
true.
are like a dance, like a relationship.
Yeah.
You have to like understand your best friend.
It's so true.
Yeah, so I'll move it next week.
Yeah, perfect, great.
In a tent to start.
Just see how you like it.
We get a little Winnebago. I was looking at motorhomes.
No, that's like all the rage right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even my mom wanted to get my mom did for a while get a motorhome, and they like cruised around the country.
It's so genius. Scoot and I almost went and looked at them this weekend. We really want to get a big RV.
No, because then that means you'd be gone all the time.
And
who's driving, by the way?
Not me. Yeah. Although I am such a good driver, but like I am a passenger princess beyond since Scoot and I have been together. And here's the thing: I don't ever trust people to drive. But like, you know what's so funny? I really am comfortable with you driving, and I'm comfortable with Scoot. And it's because I know you guys love me. You don't want to lose me. Both people, I don't trust them. I'm like, you're going to get in a car wreck. I don't trust people driving.
You're the feminine in our relationship. My little passenger princess. Well, speaking of that, so we are going to talk about my dating life, which I
Shocker.
No.
Every time you and I get together.
Well, yeah. But I was going to say.
Bring in the big dog.
Yeah, I need Justin. I need him for this. I don't know the last time I talked about my dating life, probably because you guys, my dating life was non-existent this whole year until recently. And now it's really picked back up and I'm really excited about it. I really didn't date at all the first, I don't even month, we're in 8 months of the year. Like and I was intentional about it because leading up to the podcast tour, I didn't want any distractions. And then honestly, it was just kind of nice. And I was just in a mode of wanting to be alone and just focus on work and kids. And then it's so funny because I literally said to myself, the universe, I said, I'm ready to go on a date. I'm ready to go on a date. And the next day I got a phone call from my agent who set me up with a coach. And which is also funny because Patty Stenger came on my podcast and she was like, you should you should go out with coaches.
Wait, but when you said coach, you mean like an actual...
Like a...
Because I know what you're going at, but I was for a second I was thinking dating coach, like Patty Stenger.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
An athletic coach, like a professional coach of a professional team.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say.
No, don't say his name. It's not even.
No, I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna say which sport because I know people could narrow it down and there's just no point. But anyways. He's a
big one though.
He's a big deal.
I mean, I learned that once
Well, me too. I didn't know who he was. But Patty Stenger was like, you should go out with coaches. And I was like, I know some of them are hot, blah, blah, blah. And then literally, I think it was like a couple weeks after that episode aired. And I said to the universe, I'm ready to go on a date. That's what happened. I like manifested that into my life. So CAA, my agency. Yeah, they set it up. So he is represented at CAA. I also am. And so our two agents made it happen. And he flew to Nashville. He took me to dinner. Such a great guy, like really, really good guy. I think what happened there was it just wasn't right. I think like I know after the first date if I'm going to like someone or not. And I was trying to make it work and I kept talking to him and I was going to see him again. And then everything in me was telling me not to. And I think if you can really tune in with your body and listen to your body, as soon as I told him, hey, like I'm not all in, I think you're great, blah, blah, blah. I felt a lot better. Like my whole body relaxed. Remember I did that in Cabo?
Yeah, I was just going to say, because you went on the date with him. We'd been talking about it. Then right after the date, you came and met Scoot and I in Cabo. And then we really talked about it. And you are so good with that. Like, you feel it in your body. And the minute you break it off with somebody, I see you like change. We went to dinner that night and you're like yourself or whatever. And it wasn't because anything about him was weird. You actually really liked him as a person and everything. But like, you can't fake it. And I think a lot of girls kind of can. Like,
you know what it is? It's when I'm out of alignment, like for what is meant for me, everything in my body screams at me. And I've just learned over the years how to like really trust it and tune in with it. But you know what I think it was too, because he is such a good guy. And like, it's not like we didn't have a bad time. Like I enjoyed talking to him, but I think because it was my first date in so long, I was like, oh, I should, try, like really like give this 100%. And I don't know. It just wasn't right. But
when you say like, you're looking for the immediate spark type thing and it's not there, is it conversation, like the fun riffing back and forth? Is it being like, oh, wow, this person, I could learn a lot from this person? Or is it like, you don't want to fuck them?
So, yeah, because I can go to dinner with anyone and have a good...
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're a conversationalist.
Yeah, like
I can talk to anyone.
Literally. And so, no, for me... But I do like when I can learn from people. But for me, it's really like, do I want to make out with this person?
Yeah.
And
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I mean, that's because for me, that's the hardest piece to find. Like I can talk to anyone. I can learn from people. I think a lot of men are interesting and I enjoy spending time with men. Like I have a lot of good guy friends, but like it's so rare that I want to have sex with someone.
You know what would be so funny is you on one of those where you can't see them.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Yeah, I know, because you know what I would... No.
You'd fall in love with everyone.
Everyone, and then I would see them and be like, oh no, what have I done? I would be like, shit, no, I don't like
Which
you.
is okay, because physical attraction is so real. I don't care what anyone says. Like when they say like, oh, I do believe that you can get to know somebody, but usually it's people who aren't that good looking who say that.
No, you know what? No, here's what it is. Oh my God, I love you for that. No, here's what it is, because personality can make someone really attractive. And like, I may find people really hot who you don't, because there's that attraction there, and attraction's different for everyone. And so like, and I think about some of the guys who I have dated over the years. If I saw them on a dating app, I would not have liked them. Like that.
We talk about that a lot, because you'll show me pictures and I'll be like, Kristin, no, that guy's so cute. You've got to, and you really do know immediately. Like like when we will swipe on the dating apps, because it's my favorite game in the world. Like I basically make you do it. Like you'll be over right. I'm like, please pull it out. Like let's just swipe, because I have so much fun. And you're like, no. I'm like, no, he's so cute.
I'm so bad at it. Well, okay.
No, you're not bad at it. I really think you just know.
I just know. Well, yeah. Okay, but speaking of Raya, so I did just delete Raya, and I made sure it was actually deleted, because 2 years ago I thought I deleted it and I didn't. You have to like actually email them and be like, hey, remove my account.
Which is actually something you should like talk about right now, because I feel like so many people get into scandals where they're like,
you're right.
Yeah.
People are like, so-and-so's in a relationship and they're still on Raya. I can guarantee those people think that they deleted their account, because I thought I deleted mine 2 years ago, and then I got back on, and two of the people that I started talking to said that they had seen my profile while I thought it was deleted.
Yeah. So your picture was being shared. So you could have been in a very serious relationship, and your photo.
I was.
Yeah. And so I've seen a few celebrities get in trouble for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where they say that they're on there. And so that's a good thing to know.
Yeah. So if you want to delete your Raya account, you have to actually email them. Okay. But so what happened was you know what? This is so funny. I was actually going to delete my Raya account, and I saw the age preference button. So I switched it because I think it went up to 45, and I switched it to 50.
Sexy.
And then it was like a whole new Raya.
You were so excited about that. And I was so excited, because I've always said that you need kind of 50.
I know.
I think 50 is like kind of a magical age for you.
I think 50 would be good. I am definitely open to 50. And
kids are older.
Yep.
They have their own money. They're not trying to like get in your purse. Like
in your purse.
your purse in your pants. I'm so afraid of people trying to get their purse in their pants too soon.
The PP. Yeah, and it literally, and a lot of the guys in that 45 to 50 range were actually better looking than like the 40 to 45 range.
Kristin, that's kind of actually your type.
Oh my God, you're right.
When we talk about hot
you're
guys,
right.
you always kind of say the 45 to 50-year-old guys.
You're right.
I mean, yeah, a
little weathered.
Yeah.
Like a little.
Yeah, well, and just like that real man. Yeah, they've had some life on them.
It's like super manly.
Yeah, they've been out on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, they.
Oh my goodness.
So I matched with this one very attractive man.
Sexy, you guys.
Sexy. Retired athlete. I think he's in finance now. I was like, oh, this is like, everything's clicking. And he DM'd me first. And then there was like a little back and forth, but I was really the one to keep the conversation going. And then he never once asked me a question. Never once asked me one question. So I purposely didn't ask him a question. I just said how much we have in common, because like he was in the OC at one point. Like there were like a lot of overlaps kind of.
You said that?
I said we have a lot in common, but I purposely didn't ask a question because I had been asking a question like the two previous times to keep it going. So then he went quiet for almost a full day. And then he said, yeah, we do. We should meet soon. Didn't ask me one question about myself.
Oh, so he wanted you to like Katie Couric him. Like unless you were interviewing him, he would go quiet.
Yeah.
So he's waiting for the next question rather than asking you a question.
Yeah, didn't ask me one question. But you think we should meet? Why? You know nothing about me, sir. Why do you want to meet up with me?
I mean, isn't that like the biggest indicator of narcissism?
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time, but it really is. It's those people like... You've been at like dinners too, where like you realize you're like, oh, this person has asked me one thing about myself.
Yep, not one thing.
It's so weird.
Such a red flag for me with dating with men is like, because listen, and I think at one point you were like, well, you know, like that's his age, like they probably aren't like good at texting. Okay, yes, but also It's the world we live in today. And if you're on fucking Raya, well, let me explain something to you, sir. You actually have to have a little back and forth and ask a couple questions.
Yeah, that's also giving like a lot of credit. That's just like human nature. If you're a normal human and you're talking to another human, it's a back and forth.
Yeah.
It's not just like ask me things and
I
then you
know.
want to talk about yourself the whole time. That's so gross.
Especially for a man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like hunting you right now. Like, what? You little bitch. So I just ghosted him. All right, this one's for my parents. Listen up. Did you guys know that typical children's vitamins are basically just candy in disguise, filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, and other gummy additives that growing kids should just never eat? That's why Haya was created, a super-powered chewable vitamin. While many children's vitamins are filled with 5 grams of sugar, which is known to contribute to a variety of health issues, Haya is made with 0 sugar and 0 gummy additives, yet it tastes great and is perfect for picky eaters. I also love Haya because it just shows up on my doorstep. And as busy parents, it makes our lives that much easier. And are you tired of battling with your kids to eat their greens? Well, Haya now has Kids Daily Greens Plus Superfoods, a chocolate flavored greens powder designed specifically for kids, packed with 55 plus whole food ingredients to support brain power, development, and digestion. Just scoop, shake, and sip with milk or any non dairy beverage for a delicious and nutritious boost your kids will actually enjoy. And the same multivitamin that more than 1 million kids and parents love are now available with Disney's The Lion King with a new Lion King unboxing experience, including Lion King bottle and Lion King stickers. So cute. And I've worked out a deal with Haya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hayahealth.com/honest. This deal is not available on their regular website. So go to hayahealth.com/honest and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. All right, boss babes, let's talk about ZipRecruiter. October is National Women's Small Business Month. And guess what? There are currently over 11 million women who own small businesses in the US. So, right now, I just want to give a quick shout out to all of these badass business owners. And as we all know, it is not easy being a business owner. You have to juggle running your business with all the other things in your life. And if you need to hire on top of that, well, yeah, that's a lot. That's why you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes hiring a breeze. So you find the perfect match for your job fast. And today you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/honest. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology starts working immediately to find the best people for your job. You can find out right away how many job seekers are in your area that are qualified for your role. I mean, we all know if we've been in the hiring process, just how time consuming it is. It's all that you focus on when you're in the middle of it. So thank God for ZipRecruiter. Hire the right people for your business with ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Yeah, you heard that right. The first day. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/honest. Again, that is ziprecruiter.com/honest. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. All right, I want to chat about Armra. In a world that's constantly changing, your health just shouldn't be up for debate. From the latest wellness trends to the chaos of modern culture, we're always questioning what's real and what's just noise. But one thing is certain, your body wasn't designed for the nonstop stress, processed foods, and environmental toxins of today's world. Armra colostrum is nature's original superfood, packed with over 400 bioactive nutrients that fortify gut health, strengthen immunity, revitalize hair growth, and fuel performance at the cellular level. Because no matter where you stand on the latest hot topic, feeling your best is just never up for discussion. You guys know I love colostrum. I really do swear by it for numerous reasons, but mainly I find that it really strengthens the immune system. It's also really great for gut health. It can combat bloating and just helps you kind of feel lighter all around. I also swear that it ignites your metabolism. It strengthens your gut barrier to guard against toxins, chemicals, and pollutants that can drive inflammation and slow down metabolism. I also notice a difference in my hair, my skin, and my nails, and it's known to fuel performance and help with recovery. So it really does it all. I can't recommend it enough. And I've worked out a special offer for my audience. Receive 30% off your first subscription order. Go to armra.com/honest or enter honest to get 30% off your first subscription order. That's armra.com/honest.
I wonder, it's like, yeah, I mean, we don't have to worry about him, but it's like, he'll find someone who's obsessed with him no matter what.
Well,
and he'll find like a little wallflower. Whatever
he will. Because there's been a couple other guys actually that's happened with on Raya, and they're always the best looking guys. And I think it's because they haven't had to put any effort in. And a couple of the guys, because then I will just ghost them, then they'll reach back out and ask me a question. I'm like, nope, at that point, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
But so I did end up deleting Raya, so I made sure of it. So I'm really happy. And I really am manifesting meeting someone in real life. Like, that's just how I want it to go down for me. I know a lot of people do meet on dating apps. Yeah, no more AI models coming my way. And so
physically meeting them in real life.
Having
it be organic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's actually, so that's happened. So... yes.
Can I say something interesting? It's so funny because that's how you started the whole online dating. You hated the idea of online dating. And I'm proud of you for trying it. You tried it. You had some good experiences. You learned things from it. Also, it's wonderful, I think, after a divorce, when you have years before you get into your next relationship. I think it is wonderful to try a bunch of different relationships.
Me too.
And meet tons of different people because you learn about them.
And what you want ultimately.
Exactly. And so I think it's great. And I think that Raya kind of provided that because you're not out on the town. You're not going out to bars and clubs.
No.
You know what's so funny, though, is so we always talk about this thing in Tennessee. It's just impossible here. Everyone's married or, you know, whatever. Every time you go to LA, you meet 5 guys.
I know.
Because it's like LA and New York. And I've always said this, you know, we need to like do more of our New York trips and spend a little bit more time going to the bars. And I should sit in the corner and let you be single at the bar. But every time you go to California, Kristin, 5 guys are reaching you.
You're so right.
Yeah, it's just, it is a geographical thing too.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
It is. Because, yeah, everyone's married here. Which is so funny when I tell people that it's like nearly impossible to date here because everyone's like, what do you mean? Like, aren't there cowboys everywhere? I'm like, no, it's not like that.
Well, and if they are, they're married, you know, most cowboys don't get divorced, you know, they hang on to their lady.
That is true.
You know, they're married to the farm.
You know, what's so funny though, is I really do think how you think and feel really makes a difference in your life, because for a long time I was like, there's no one, I'm never going to meet. So no, I never really thought like I'm never going to meet someone, but I was like, there's no one in Tennessee. I like definitely thought that. And since I sort of switched it and been like, I'm going to meet someone in real life, like it could happen at the grocery store, it could happen anywhere. I have seen so many hot guys, even in Tennessee, where now I'm like, wow, there's an abundance of great men out there. And I keep being reminded of that. And so deleted Raya, and I have met a couple guys in the wild.
Wow. In your yard?
In the yard.
In this big yard.
Well, there are a lot of workers right now. I probably should go outside more. So I was in LA, I don't know, a month and a half ago. And this is funny too. So the week before I came, I'm not in LA that much anymore, but my friend Nick, who I've known since I was 18, texted me and he said, hey, are you going to be in town September 6th or whatever it was? And I was like, actually, yeah, I am. Funny you ask. And he was like, I'm going to the Oasis concert with a bunch of people. You should come. And I was like, fuck it. Why not? Okay, so that night, so I go to the Oasis concert with a whole group of people. These are all people that I used to hang out with in my early 20s. So it was like very fun. Friends. Yes, like I brought one of my best friends, Shar, and it was like, yeah, our friend Nick and Nico and just like all of these guys that we used to hang out with. And there was this one guy there who I thought was super cute, and we immediately like started flirting and hanging out, and it was like
so fun,
right?
So fun.
It's so fun.
Wait, so you show up to the concert, you see the group that you're meeting?
Okay, so we go to Nick's house first.
Oh, I love this. It's like you're in a high school again, like a high school party.
No, literally, and
you don't get those experiences as an adult.
I know, it's so fun. So Shar and I go to Nick's house. It's Nick, and then 2 of his friends, and one of the friends is this guy. And I was like, oh, this guy is so cute. And we're like flirting and we're talking and the whole thing. We're like linking arms, like walking into Oasis. We like all got this party bus and went to Oasis. So then what happened was there was some drama with the tickets and half of the group got split up. So I was with Shar, Nick, and one of his other friends, but not the guy that I liked. And the whole time I'm like, fuck, man, this sucks. Like, I want to be with, I don't even know what to call him. What should I call him?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Just call him Billy Bob.
Oh my God. Okay, Billy Bob. So
Billy, let's do Billy.
Billy. Okay. So I was so bummed that Billy and I got separated, and then we finally all found each other for the very last song at the end of the concert, which was like such a bummer, but fine. So on the way back to our party bus, he asked me for my number. And we hung out in the party bus, but Shar and I were going home. Like, they were all going to Malibu, and I'm like, I'm too old for this. I'm not going to stay up till 6 a.m. Like,
Shar went home too.
Shar
right?
and I went home. Yeah.
For a second, I thought Shar went to Malibu. Like, of course she did. Shar.
Shar, we love you. No, Shar is a baby. So
no, I know.
Like,
that's why I would have been shocked.
Yeah, no. Shar and I were like, we can't go to Malibu at like 1 a.m. This is insane.
But why not with you? Because you actually, once you're out,
I know.
You're out.
Honestly, probably because Shar was going. If Shar would have been like, let's go, I would have been like, done.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to go by myself, though. It was like me and all these dudes and then like random younger girls. And I was just like, I don't know. So anyways, but that's fine. Okay, and by the way, this is right after I changed my phone number. So when he asked me for my phone number, I was like, wait, fuck, what is my phone number? I was like singing a song, like trying to put it in his phone. And I was like, I think that's my number, but I'm like not 100% sure. Okay, so I don't hear from him Sunday, Monday. So I DM him Monday night and I said, why haven't you texted me and asked me on a date yet?
Ballsy.
So he read it.
The Cavallari balls.
I know.
Huge,
sure, they're
bro.
massive.
So
they're
big.
massive.
Your big bull balls.
They're so big. So he read it and then didn't say anything. So I was like,
it said red.
Yeah. The next morning. But by the way, I think I left that day. But I'm like, oh my. So I'm like, maybe I gave him the wrong phone number, And I'm like, because Shar was like, well, maybe he read it and then texted you.
Right.
And I'm like, well, fuck, now I don't know what to do because I'm not going to like double DM him. Like, I don't know. So I'm like, fuck. Okay. So that day, so I flew home that day. I picked Camden up from football practice and we're driving home. And my phone rings from a number I don't know. And because I had just changed my phone number, I wasn't like scared to pick it up. So I pick it up and it's on Bluetooth. And this guy goes, hey, beautiful. And Camden goes, who is that? And I was like, oh my God, like freaking out. I was like, let me call you back in 5 minutes. Anyways, the point of this is, so we were chatting for a month. He would actually call me on the phone, which I love. We would like text here and there. But you know what I realized too is like guys who love to text all day long, it
weirds me out.
Drives me insane.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I really don't understand it, if I'm being completely honest. Like, let me breathe a little.
Texting is for the gays and the girls.
Literally.
It like really is. Like a guy who's like texting all day long.
Like, go do something.
Go build a house.
No, literally, go build a house. Why are you texting? How do you have time to text me all day? So, but Billy, actually, he'd call me like every 3 days or so, and we would talk for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, which I love.
So weird to me.
Talking?
That you could talk to a new person for 40 minutes.
I think it speaks to our connection.
I think it speaks to the fact that you're very good at chatting,
I'm the host.
No, and it's really cool. It's interesting to me. I wouldn't want to talk to anyone for 40 minutes on the phone.
So here's what I'll tell you is he is very interesting, and what he has validated for me is that the work I've done is paying off because his emotional intelligence is fucking amazing. He's really deep. He's thoughtful. He's got a great story. Like, he's been through a lot of shit. And so I do enjoy talking to him. So I think that's kind of part of it too. I also liked because we just went deep immediately. There wasn't like any bullshit or fluff. It was just like, boom, here we go.
Well, then that makes sense to me that you could talk for 40 minutes. Because I always
Yeah.
think like those first, like if you're just meeting someone and you're talking on the phone for 40 minutes, so you're like, the weather is nice.
Yeah.
What made you move to Tennessee?
Yeah, no.
Like I can't do any of that.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do small
So if you're
talk.
saying that you guys got deep, then that totally makes
No,
sense
and
to me.
so they were like good conversations,
Yeah.
and I like really
It's
enjoyed
like a
talking
good
to him.
friend. Like you can just chat
Right.
forever.
It would be like, like
Yeah.
you and me. So, okay, so I just was in LA this past week. So I got to LA and he took me to dinner, and it was such a great date. Like, easy, just flowed. It was never awkward, like just so fun. And then I ended up seeing him a few times while I was in LA, and I like him. I think I'm like trying to figure out, I don't know. I think logistically it's going to be hard with him being in LA. Like I don't go back until a month and a half. So like sustaining this now for a month and a half is going to be tricky, I think. But listen how funny this is. So this is actually kind of crazy. So we went to dinner again like 2 nights ago, like the night before I flew home. And he told me, so when he was like going to text me, he had 2 numbers for me in his phone. He had my old LA number, a 310 number. And he was like, wait, what? And then he remembered.
You saved this for the pod. I don't even know this.
I know.
part.
Remember I told you, I was like, I have a story for you, but I'm going to tell you on the pod.
I'm leaning in.
Lean in, Justin. And so we met at Coachella in like 2008 and we were making out. Do you die? I don't remember.
Oh my God.
How crazy is that? He had my number in his phone, my LA number from like literally 2008. How crazy is that?
That is wild.
I know.
Even once he told you that, it didn't come back to you?
No.
You know what's so funny? Something that we were late on, you can cut this out of the pod if you want. Like, we've always talked about, like, our favorite thing back in our party days was, like, making out with someone.
Totally.
Like, when I was, like, drunk or, like, maybe if I did a little drug, I would, like, I wanted to, like, make out with people.
Well, that's what I was doing.
And I wouldn't remember who any of them are.
Don't remember. I was
but
like,
you're
God.
memorable. They remember you.
Thank you.
You know?
Isn't that wild?
That is a wild story.
Have you heard of is it called the red string theory?
Oh, I remember somebody talking about that.
I want to look this up.
Not the Kabbalah string.
Not the
But no, the red string theory is about something like things coming back around.
It's a popular East Asian legend, especially in Chinese and Japanese folklore, that symbolizes the idea of soulmates or destined connections. So the theory says that an invisible red string is tied around the pinky fingers or ankles of 2 people who are fated to meet and have a significant connection, whether romantic, spiritual, or karmic. This string never breaks no matter how far apart the 2 people are, may stretch or tangle, symbolizing time, distance, or life circumstances, but it will always lead these 2 souls back to each other. It represents destiny rather than choice. It suggests that some relationships are written in the stars.
Whoa.
So it's like this invisible string that keeps you together, and like maybe you'll meet early but it doesn't work out and you like come back to like it always connects you. So listen, I'm not saying he's the one. I think there's a couple things. I think like his life is very much LA and mine is not.
Yeah.
And he wants kids. And I mean, I'm not going to have more kids. I could maybe see him being like, it's fine. But like, I also don't want that pressure on me of someone who initially wanted kids and then they meet me and then they're like, oh no, I don't need my own kids.
No,
like I don't want that responsibility.
No. And it's really interesting. The red theory thing, it just kind of reminds you that stuff like that is out there, like the fate. And you were saying you wanted to meet somebody in person and you wanted it to like be different than on an app or whatever. So it's interesting that that's the first one that it happened with.
I know.
And it doesn't need to be your everything. It's so funny because it's like, obviously I go through all these stories with you with the guys and stuff. And it's my favorite topic with you because it's so fun. But we've been talking about it recently. You know, I really do feel like pretty soon your thing is coming, right?
too.
Like the guy that you're going to be with or whatever. And I've never for 1 second had a fear of you not being able to find a guy because I don't think that's the issue. I know he's out there and he's coming. It's so funny though, because something has switched with me because in my mind, I'm like, okay, he's coming and it's going to be the 4 of us on vacation. He's going to be a part of our life, the whole thing or whatever. That when these kind of things happen, I see a few things, like when you say he doesn't want kids, he lives in LA, he's very LA, and I know for a fact I would love him. So if you
would love him.
Yeah, if you hear this podcast, like I would love you, whatever.
Yeah.
But it makes me nervous because these guys fall in love with you, which doesn't shock me because you have so much to offer. Beautiful, you're successful, you don't need anything. For a guy to meet a girl like you, it's the jackpot. Especially a guy who's a little bit older in life and he's been looking to date and he's probably dated. We know what girls are like in Los Angeles, California. I mean, I want to barf right now.
No, I did. It would be
guys
hard.
and girls, you know, it's really hard there. Because you never know what people's intentions are and whatever. People could see you driving a flashy car and that's what they're interested in. So I think when a guy meets a girl like you, it's a jackpot.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, you're sexy, successful, you know. So I immediately go to that place of like, oh, are we going to break this guy's heart? And what is it going to be like? And I've gone through all of the little breakup texts with you.
I know.
And we've talked about it. And let me just say to everyone listening, it really does affect you.
It does.
You're not like whatever. Like, I don't want to. It really eats at you. And I'm the one who's constantly saying, when we were in Cabo the last time that it happened, and I was watching you, it was like eating you. And you're like, Justin, you were asking me, and I was like, Kristin, what? Just say you're not into it, But you're like, I can't. Like, you
I
really
feel
care.
really bad.
Yeah, and I think it's because these guys jump in really, really quick because they do feel something special. I don't think these guys are gaslighting you
I don't either.
when they're saying these
I don't
things.
either.
Some people have tried to gaslight you in the past, but they wouldn't get past the first date with you. But with a guy like this saying he feels a real connection, I believe it.
No, me too.
I really do.
And we do have a real connection. Like, I won't deny that. And by the way, for everyone listening, like, I was showing Justin some text messages and stuff from this guy before, and like it is intense, and it is like this like crazy connection, but I think I'm more realistic about it because I have to be, because I've got kids, and like, it's one thing when I'm in LA, like that's not the real world for me, like
at all.
I had a few days off of being a mom, and like I'm out here on a my own schedule, but like that's not reality for me.
The one thing that throws me off with that is the kid talk, right? Because that's a major thing. That's something you have to be very honest about. You can't beat around the bush with kids, right? If somebody wants kids, they want kids, and there's going to be pressure. When you guys start really dating, that it's going to be a pressure conversation, right? But beyond that, I've always said this thing that I kind of have to catch myself sometimes, because I'm like, why can't you date a guy in LA and just see him every couple months? But then I'm like, who the fuck am I to say that? Because my favorite thing in the world is getting into bed with Scoot every night and spending those times together and stuff. And I
have thought, I was like, he could be just perfect for me when I go to LA, but
it never ends up being that way.
No.
They're going to want more.
I also, like, if I'm being honest, I want more. Like, I do want to be in a relationship and like have a man over here and like cook dinner and have him be part of my family too.
Do you think that if you met a guy in LA or you met a guy in New York and like everything was there, maybe they already had kids who were older, so they weren't even talking about kids at all, genuinely weren't talking about kids or whatever, could you go through those periods where you date somewhere where you see them once a month or they fly into town?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I think I could make it work with someone in New York or LA if they already had kids and if they could also travel to me.
I actually really think that you could.
I 1,000% could.
And the thing about you is you are very good about making things happen. Like you will plan, you'll put it into your busy schedule, you'll fly there. I'm thinking about this selfishly for me because I actually couldn't. I couldn't date someone who lived in another city because I really would need a lot from somebody or But
it would almost maybe be ideal for me because then it wouldn't encroach on all my time.
Yeah, I actually really kind of think that would be ideal for you.
It could be, as long as like in 2 years or whatever he could move here.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys know I love Symbiotica, so I always get so excited to talk to you about them. They are hands down my favorite supplement company. What's so great about them is their quality of ingredients is top notch, and you only get the things that you actually need. There's no other crap, no other BS they add into it. Something I love is because I'm constantly on the go, they make these little pouches that are so easy to just throw in your purse, throw in your gym bag, throw in your suitcase if you're traveling. So really there's no excuse anymore. I was just traveling and I had the vitamin C and the glutathione with me. I mean, those literally go everywhere with me. I find they just keep my immune system running at top notch. But then if I do feel like I'm getting run down or if my kids are getting a little run down, I swear by it. They also have other really great things like magnesium and sea moss and the sea moss. It's great for gut health. So if you haven't yet, guys, definitely check them out. Again, they are all clean ingredients and the convenience of this. Truly, there is no excuse anymore. And I promise you, you will notice a difference when you take these products. And I'm making it easy for you guys to try it. If you have not yet, I have 20% off for you plus free shipping. Just go to symbiotica.com/honest for that 20% off and plus the free shipping. Again, that is symbiotica.com/honest for 20% off plus free shipping. All right, guys, let's chat about Quince really quickly. Cooler days call for layers that last, and Quince is my go-to for quality essentials that feel cozy, look refined, and won't blow your budget. Think $50 Mongolian cashmere, premium denim that fits like a dream, and luxe outerwear that you'll wear year after year. These are the pieces that'll turn into your fall uniform. I'm eyeing their wool coats. They look designer level, but cost a fraction of the price. And the quality, honestly, just as good, if not better. Because Quince partners directly with top tier ethical factories and cuts out the middlemen, they deliver luxury quality pieces at half the price of similar brands. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that feels smart, stylish, and effortless. You guys know I love Quince for all of their staples, really, all of their really cozy cashmere basics. I even have really cozy cashmere socks from them. They have the best sweaters that are perfect for layering all fall and all winter. And they have stuff for your kitchen and all around the house too. So you're definitely going to want to check it out if you have not yet. Find your fall staples at Quince. Go to quince.com/honest for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/honest to get free shipping and 365-day returns. That's quince.com/honest. Let's talk about Wayfair. I am so excited that the holidays are approaching. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it when it comes to decorations. And if you're going to be hosting, I love going all out and decorating. And that's why I'm so excited about Wayfair. You can shop holiday decor for every room in the house, whether it's Christmas trees, wreaths, or inflatables for the front yard. Wayfair is your one-stop shop. I just went all out and I decorated for Halloween, of course. But now I'm going to be putting all of that stuff away and move seamlessly into my fall decor. It's also fun too because my kids love decorating their rooms as well for the holidays. And so it's great because they can go on, they can browse the website, and they can get excited for a little refresh and to decorate their room for the holidays as well. Wayfair's huge selection of home items in every style makes it easy to find exactly what's right for you. And it's great because they make it easy to tackle your home goals this holiday season with endless inspiration for every space and budget. Like I said, free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. No more huge delivery fees for furniture. And you can find all of your seasonal must-haves, everything from furniture and holiday decor to appliances and cookware, all in one convenient place. Get organized, refreshed, and ready for the holidays for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. If I'm being honest, motherhood has made me worry about pretty much everything at one point in time. But sometimes those concerns go way deeper than regular parenting stress. Here's what I mean. You're driving your kids to soccer practice, and all of a sudden, you have this horrible, unwanted thought: I could have a heart attack right now and lose control of the car. Thoughts like these are a common sign of OCD. And I know that might shock you because many of us have been fed this idea that having OCD means you're really organized. But those stereotypes are totally wrong. Real OCD involves unwanted, intrusive thoughts that create intense anxiety, followed by the behaviors to try to get rid of the distress you're feeling. That's where NoCD comes in. NoCD is the world's leading OCD treatment provider with licensed therapists who specialize in OCD and ER therapy. Therapy with NoCD is 100% virtual, covered by insurance for over 155 million Americans, and it includes support between sessions so you never have to face OCD alone. If any of this sounds familiar for you or someone you love, go to nocd.com and book a free 15-minute call today to learn more about how they can help. That's nocd.com.
Because also right now, like I look at your life and like your kids are so your priority and you are so in their life. I've said this a million times. I feel like a broken record. But like you're in these years where the kids are a lot.
It's a lot.
You know? And having somebody who's also, but that takes a lot from them too. They have to be stable, being like, this is my girl. I see her once a month. I know she's not cheating on me.
Totally.
You know, there has to be a lot of understanding for that kind of thing to work. I think you're capable of it.
Me too.
But I think if you met a guy who kind of had all of those components, but he did live it out of town, I think it'd be ideal. The kid thing is so hard though.
The kid thing. So that's why like Billy really is so close to what I want, which again, it just reaffirms I'm there. I'm like almost there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the kid thing is real, and he works a lot and he can't leave LA. And so that, you know, also I also have a date Friday. So a friend in LA was like, I have a great guy for you. I want to set you up with this guy. And she's like, you know, he's got kids, he's divorced, he lives in Santa Barbara. Like he's the best. He's so fun. He's so great. I'm like, all right, yeah. Let me see photos. So she shows me photos of this man, and I'm like, this guy DM'd me multiple times on Raya asking me out, and I always ignored it. And I don't even know why I ignored it. I don't know why.
I'll tell you why, because so this literally just happened when I got here. Kristin showed me the photo of him, and I immediately was like, this guy's so hot. And then like we saw a video of him talking. I'm like, he's so hot and he's so your type. But he's exactly the look that when I swipe with you on Raya, you swipe past that guy all the time, that type of a guy all the time. And I was like, Kristin, wait. And what I see a little bit is like, he kind of has like a clean cut look to him. No, keep going. Talk about it.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, because he's a good looking guy. I don't know. I think in my head, I'm like going to end up with like a rough, like super manly, like guy who's not afraid to get dirty and like be out there planting my plants, you know? And he doesn't look like that guy.
Yeah, he's definitely like, he gets manicures and he has a skincare.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But
I don't like that.
What are you going to talk to a gardener about?
My dogwood trees.
Okay, so there's 10 gardeners out there right now. Go chat with them. Get that out of your system. But you're not going to like go to bed every night with a guy like that. The thing that's so wild to me about you, Kristin, is like you are a deep thinker. You like to be around people who challenge your brain. That's when you get off the most. I notice people in your life who stick around for a really long time.
Yeah.
And they're people who do challenge you. And they're people who at their core are, you like good, nice, happy people who are like, also I think successful in their own right. They don't have to be rich. They don't have to be like famous or anything like that, but people who can kind of take care of themselves. And sometimes some of the guys that you swipe by, I'm like, girl, he could be fucking rad in person. You know?
That's why I hate online dating. Well, and because my friend was saying how awesome this guy is, I was like, okay, I'll do it, you know? And he's coming here, which makes my life easy.
Cute.
No, he is cute. And he like made a joke that I paid our mutual friend to set us up, and I was like, oh, actually you were the one stalking me on Raya.
Good for you. I love how you always clap back and put it into place.
Don't project.
Yeah, like,
I'm
like you were searching for him.
Please, bitch, you made this happen.
It already started. You guys are already fighting.
We're already fighting. Wait, I don't even remember what he said to that. Let me look and see what he said. He goes, just had to blow me up there, didn't you? Which I like. And I said, I mean, it was too easy. Persistency wins, though. So that's on Friday. And so I do feel like I'm in this new like wave of dating, this new energy. And again, the men who I'm attracting in now, there's been a shift, and I'm really happy about that. And everyone's age appropriate. You guys will be happy to hear.
You really do feel different about it, though.
Yeah.
Even the way that you and I talk about it feels very different to me. And I feel like anything, we always say this, like there is a process. You have to trust the process. You can't fight the process. You can't try to speed it up.
You can't go looking for it, is what I've realized.
And so
too.
I feel like all of this stuff has been your journey, and we're getting closer. And even just our conversations about it, you know, never once in the years that you've been single after your divorce, never once have you complained like, where have they? You've always known he's out there.
Yeah, I have.
You know, to both of us, I think it took a little bit longer in the sense, but this was also, if you think about it, 2 years ago, Kristin, like, you wouldn't have done a lot of things that you've done in the past 2 years.
I know.
So everything is making
thought about
sense.
that. Even being at the Laguna Beach reunion, I don't know why, but I was like, I'm happy I'm single right now. Not because I'm trying to hook up with anybody, but like, I just saw the dynamics with like spouses and stuff. And I was like, I don't have to answer to anyone. Like, I don't have to like check in at night. And I don't know. I just felt like it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to be single. And and again, I think whoever I end up with wouldn't be jealous about that. But in my past, every boyfriend I've had would be jealous about that. And to me, it was just like, ugh, I'm so happy I don't have that right now.
Yeah. Those are the things to focus on.
I know.
You really do have it like really good right now.
I know I do. That's the thing. I think there is a little part of me that's like, do I want to be in a relationship? But I do. And I can make it work.
Somebody also needs to realize that like they can't come in expecting to change anything about your life.
No,
that will never work.
No.
Like it has to be someone who gets you like two kind of big worlds coming together that are really understanding.
And someone who's sort of in the same like phase of their career where like I'm not in my hustle phase anymore. Like I know this past year I did a lot with like the tour and the show and everything, but like I'm not doing that again. And to me, this is like the podcast and Uncommon James is me actually kind of like chilling out a bit when it comes to work. And it needs to be someone who's in that same phase of life where they can also make their own schedule and they can travel and they can, I don't know, like they're just not hustling anymore.
Can we touch base for 1 second? Because I actually am really curious about this, because it's like we've always said this thing where I was like, we've both been like the rugged thing, construction guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But then don't you do need somebody who's deep.
Of course.
And when we think about this thing, a lot of times in Tennessee, it also takes a certain person here, like someone who's traveled quite a bit, seen a lot of the world. Because I do, like I just said, the biggest thing for you is like you do like to learn from people. You don't want to be the smartest one in a relationship. You don't want to teach someone like this is how you board a plane. They've never left Tennessee.
Been there.
But it's so funny because the other day at physical therapy, I saw this hot guy here in Tennessee. And so I called Kristin about it. And I was like, this guy's so hot. And she's like, get his number or like whatever. Like we were being playful. Like let's figure
give him my number.
Yeah, let's figure out who he is or whatever. But then I've seen him a couple more times there, and I'm like, no, he's a fucking doofus.
Really?
Like he's just like, because now I'm paying more attention. I like try and strike up conversation, and it's like talking to a brick. And I'm like, so it's like, yeah, the looks are there. He's got this big body. He's sexy. He has like manly energy. But I'm like, there's nothing there. Yeah, and it's like you in particular. I have a lot of girlfriends in my life who could deal with stuff like that. A lot of my girlfriends have married guys like that, and it's very simple. You're not simple.
No, I can't. Because like for me, the reason why I've really enjoyed my dates with Billy in LA is because we just talk all night. I need that. Like I need to like talk and get deep and like really connect with someone.
So all this stuff. There's no question that we're just waiting for him. He's got to come.
Well, I'm manifesting meeting him in November on 11/11.
I don't like when you pick a date for some reason.
Okay, fine. Just the month of November.
No, it's cute for you because also everything in your life works. Like if whatever.
Everything happens.
Yeah, but
oh, that's soon actually.
Real soon, girl.
Oh, I don't know if I like
and
that.
Also, like I was just saying this to you earlier, I really want the pressure to be taken off of you.
I know.
I'm so sick of you feeling the pressure of everyone because here's the thing, you guys. Like when she meets a lot of these guys, they put a lot into you.
Yeah.
And then it's like you have all this pressure of like, oh, am I going to let him down? You shouldn't have to worry about that. And you know why you feel that? Because to them, like I was saying earlier, you're a jackpot. So they're like so excited or whatever. You can meet people and it can be really exciting and good, but it can still be like a slow burn.
Well, that's why like even before we started taping, I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about my date on Friday because I feel bad if Billy hears it. And then it's like, no, but I'm allowed to date. Like I've literally hung out with this guy a couple of times. It's not like, I don't know. I think but again, it's because I just feel bad. I just feel bad. Like imagine if I dated a guy and he had a podcast and we had just had like a great.
No, it's a very weird concept.
It's weird.
Not normal.
It's weird.
Nobody talks about,
And then like I listen and he's like, oh, I'm taking a new girl out Friday. I'd be like, oh my God. But that's dating. And I've actually had to explain that to some of my mom friends who have been out of the dating game for years. I'm like, no, just because I went out with someone twice doesn't mean I'm in a relationship with them. Like that's the point of dating is like you can go out with multiple people until you are like, I actually want to be in a relationship with someone.
Especially at this age now. It's like, you're not like, this is my boyfriend.
No.
After 2 days.
No, that's
and after
crazy.
You know so much what you want out of life. No, it's going to take a while to figure out like what's really real.
Yeah. And it takes a minute to really get to know someone. Like I may hang out with Billy one more time and be like, actually, this wouldn't work. Like that's the point of dating is to get to know someone to see if you want to be with them.
I actually think that's the way more normal way of dating, especially in this day and age where we know so much about ourselves and we know so much about like what we want out of life. Of course we're allowed to look at the whole big picture, and I think it changes the game when you're really young and you want to get married and have kids really quick and you feel like you're on that clock or whatever the fuck, you have to like
you're like making people work.
You're making people work. But at this point you don't need to make anyone work.
I'm not making anything work.
Man. It's like like you want it to be magical. Magical.
I do. I need magic. Sorry, fucking sue me. I've waited this long. It's gonna be pure magic. Well, there's that. So I'll keep you guys posted. Any final thoughts?
I can't wait to hear about this date on Friday night.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm excited. Forgot about it. Okay, well, love you guys. See you soon.